Oh, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Baker and Keon Poley. Welcome to Daddy Issues, man.
Welcome.
We are back in these daddy issue streets.
I got a lot of energy today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On a Monday.
That gym, when you hit the gym early, when you get done.
It does make a difference. Because I
got
went to
hella
the gym
energy.
today, too,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm pumped.
I'm hungry, though.
I ate before I got here.
I didn't have time. I was like, crap, man. My time management is garbage.
Yeah, it is.
Garbage. I'll be like, man, I didn't eat. But I don't shut down if I don't eat. I just be like, I'll be noticing it. Like, I didn't eat, though. Yeah, but, yeah, man, we back, man. What's new on the parental streets?
Man,
the kids know.
well, the little one turned 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the older one is just, he's like becoming like a person.
Yeah.
Like, because he turns 3 in November, but like, now his speech is like way better because, we had him in them classes and stuff.
Yeah.
And now he just don't shut up.
He's talking full sentence.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like, it's funny to me. Like, everything he say, he repeat everything.
He's so quiet when I'm around.
Yeah, when there's a lot of people, he be
He's
chilling,
like,
but it was just.
Yeah. That's when you get the real kids, though, when everybody's not at the house.
Yeah.
Or they get comfortable with you.
Oh, yeah, once he gets comfortable,
Man.
he's like they be bothering Keenan. They be stealing his phone, taking stuff out his pockets.
That's why a part of me with kids is like, I'm kind of cool that they're not comfortable with me yet because they won't talk my head off. Because, some kids, man, especially only child, they be talking.
Why? Did you know, I have this toy?
I be like, listen, kids, shut your asses up, man. All right? I know you're excited to be talking, but when I was at your house recently, man, the size closeness of the two boys is crazy.
Because the little one's huge.
Yeah.
He's huge.
It's like, man, he about to pass him.
He's big. But he stopped. Remember I was telling you how the little one was like punking the older one from him?
Yeah.
The older one had enough.
Had enough.
He just be pushing him down, kicking him whenever you get the chance.
Okay.
But they wrestle a lot too. But he's like spearing him, like tackling him. They're rough. I'd be like, all right, guys, but I'm trying to let them play.
Right.
But they just be smashing each other's face. They was having a slap off the other day.
Oh, man.
Like one would slap one and the other one would laugh and then the other one would slap him back. And they was laughing, just slapping each other.
It was a good time, man.
Slapping.
It didn't get too hard yet.
No, I was watching. I was like, okay. They were just like, pow.
I would do something like that till I got hit too hard.
Yeah.
Like, and then I turned green. And then the real fight ensued.
Yeah.
I fought my older brother a lot, even though he's way older than me, and I of course I was gonna lose.
Yeah,
but still.
Oh, I know they're gonna scrap because they're only a little bit apart.
Oh yeah,
so they're gonna scrap all the time.
Scrap's gonna get
because I see it. The little one already has a temper.
Yeah,
so he always be trying to push him, but Keelan's bigger than him, so
right.
he just be pushing him down. He get up. Yeah, I'm like,
what you gonna do when they teenagers? Full scrap in the kitchen.
You gotta let them have it out.
Just gonna let them tear the dining room table.
And I'm like, all right. And then you break it in like the ref. Did you see the fight? The ref this weekend? He was watching the fight. He was like, and then when they did it in slow mo because he was like, ooh, and he was looking for his chance to break it up.
Yeah.
Like, then he went in there. He was like. He dove in
because you got to find the pocket.
He had to find it.
You got to find that pocket before you just dive in a breakup.
Nah, I'm gonna let him fight. I mean, hopefully, like we have, I'm gonna get to that point. Y'all put the gloves on and go in the garage. Yeah. Or just,
What if you came in? They in mid slugfest, family portraits getting shattered, tables flipped.
I gotta wait till I get my entry. Like, what happened? What happened? It's gonna be something stupid too.
I was gonna be mad though.
What happened? Because I have two of my friends. They're close like that. They fought over who had, and this is when you're kids.
Yeah.
So you care about getting bigger versus now when you get older, you get skinnier.
Right.
They was fighting over who wore what draw size. It was like, I wear the 14-16s. He was like, no, that's me. And they start scrapping. They started scrapping over draws. Full fight, like over draws.
What y'all fighting for? Draws.
So
draws.
And like they was scrapping so much, we didn't know how to get out the way. So I hid under the bed. I got stepped on. I was like, y'all fighting over draws? Really?
Fights is funny, man. I ain't seen a full out slugfest in a while, but man,
me either. We be around adults.
I'll be calm around it too. I'll be like, oh, it's going down.
Yeah, you always see it coming before.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's about to go off in here. But man, to come in and mid fight though.
Did your boys fight?
No, not really. Like, it never really got physical a lot of the times. Sincere got a temper. Like, especially if he playing video games or something, he's mad competitive, low key. He don't look it,
Nah,
but,
he do it.
You can see it.
At
You
the
can see it at game
yeah.
night. Yeah, he be serious business. So like, if Serene is saying too much when he's in mid competitive mode, you can just see the heat brewing.
But he don't take off.
There'll never be no like attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So thank God for that.
Me and my brothers didn't fight a lot.
Yeah.
Me and Keith. Because it like the tone, he was just like, you just older than me, you stronger. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I think we might have fought like twice. And it wasn't even a fight. It was like one hit. I knocked the wind out of him. Then that's it. You know, like we didn't fight like that.
Right.
But I know they going to fight. Because they're just too close and they're
super
similar.
Close in age. And they always together.
Me and Keith is only 16 months apart.
Oh, snap.
But we were just two completely different people.
Mm.
They are like, I can see it. Like,
Yeah.
I already see it.
Good old fights, man. Fisticuffs. Kylie gonna be ready for the fight breakup?
I don't think she's going to be ready for any of that stuff.
You think she gonna cry if they fight?
Probably.
Like,
No,
no,
guys,
no.
stop,
Yeah.
stop, you're gonna hurt him. I'm like, all right, that's enough. Like, I just give him a toss into the glass. Or who want to fight me then? I'll be ready to.
Right. All right, fight me then. Then they jump.
Next person throw a punch.
full brawl at the crib.
Yeah.
Good old fights, man. In the news, apparently, they doing like a study about, they call it the occupational hazard. Talking about occupational status reflects that of their parents more than previously known. Like, I guess a lot of kids kind of follow in the parents' footsteps when it comes to like occupations, jobs, and stuff of that nature. Which can be good if you got like, successful business.
You look
you're
at
killing
like
it.
Damon and Damon Jr.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it can be bad if
Yeah.
you're drug dealing and
Yeah.
then the kids
I was
come
just
up.
about to say that.
Yeah.
My daddy sold crack. So
I'm selling kilos as well. Like, there's the dynamic of that. Do you think, have you seen a lot of that in life? Like, did you do what your dad did?
No. But I mean,
Did you care what he did?
No.
Okay.
I didn't.
I think that plays a factor too. Like, do you care what your parents did?
No, I didn't care what neither one of them did.
Yeah.
That was just like, I'm doing my thing. You guys go to work. That's just,
Yeah.
it was never one of those, I want to do that or don't want to do that.
Right.
I didn't
Were
care.
they passionate about what they did?
I think that's just what they did.
Mm.
Like it was different. You
Yeah.
Well, one, they had me at 18.
Mm.
So it was get a job and take care of this kid. Then
Right.
they had my brother 16 months later. So it was like, we just work. That's just
Yeah.
what we're doing. And then my mom's had the same job since I was little. And my dad was a mailman for like 20 years.
Okay.
And then he drove, but now he drives the buses. And
There's always work at the post office, guys.
Yeah.
Hollywood show.
Well, back then, that was the thing. You get out the Navy, you either become a corrections or post office.
Okay.
And my dad was like, I ain't doing the prisons.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm probably going to know too many people.
That don't
anyway.
seem like a.
My auntie does.
good
My auntie was
job.
almost up. She was up there.
That,
She retired now. Her and
That
my uncle.
job seems stressful, man.
It
Seems like
does.
it'll take a toll on your
And I
energy.
think it changes like how you look at stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much.
That's
You see
mad
that every
negativity.
Yeah,
Day in,
every
day out. I can't do it.
Nah.
I ain't built for that, man. But
Did you care what your parents did?
kind of like I care what my mom did, just because I'm really into like people loving what they do. I don't know when that started or whatever, but I was always like, "What do you do?" And like, so I was mindful of what she did. She would like, have different jobs here and there. I remember my earliest member of her working was like she worked at this dental office for this doctor. And I remember going to work sometime. I think that's what it was. She took me to work a couple times. So I'm seeing her in action.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like the dental office. And then she left there and then we moved and she started working at a hotel. And that's when I was like, all right. Then she changed that job. So it was like back and forth.
So
But
do you think it's because she was changing jobs?
yeah, she was changing jobs. And a lot of times it seemed like she didn't like the job.
Yeah.
So it was just like, man.
Because mine didn't change job ever. My
Yeah.
mom's been a buyer at a plant my whole life.
The
My
whole
dad
time.
did the same job my whole life. So
Yeah.
happy or not, like that's just what they did.
Did they bring it home? Did they talk about it?
No, I mean, well, it affected me, especially my dad's job, because he knew when report cards was coming out. He knew so we couldn't lie.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that sucked, and he knew all the kids because
he had
worked-
the package.
he had everything. So he'd be like, "Yo, I delivered some report cards today." I'm like, "Oh, ours ain't coming out to because that's a different district." And then I'm trying to make it up, scramble.
He just looking dead through you. He just
He was like, "Them progress reports should be here." No, you only get them if you have a C or below. So I must be doing well, but I didn't throw them away already. And then my brother used to get on my nerves because he got good grades and he used to want to show them.
Uh,
He'd be like, the progress reports came. I'm like, dude, you got to throw it away.
Yeah.
If I throw mine away, you got to throw yours away.
I put in all this work,
Yeah,
man.
he was happy. He was like, I got
Yeah.
straight A's. I was like, well, I don't.
They want to show off. Man, you ruin his show
I
off
ruined it
ability,
every
man.
time. Every
I'd
time.
have been pissed.
So you got to throw it away, bro. You got to throw it away.
We done fist fought for that. Like,
like,
what
I
y'all
got
fighting for? Because my grades is good. His ain't. Nose bleeding.
I was like, but his started getting bad when we got older.
Yeah,
So then he was down. He was like,
quiet.
I already got them
All right,
both. I
whatever
threw
you
'em away.
need, dog.
Yeah, we take the trash out the big trash that you roll out.
Yeah.
We throw the progress reports on the bottom, put all the trash on top of it.
Villains.
And when they didn't come, we'd be like, oh, well, which is true. You only get a progress report if you have C's or lower.
Oh, really?
So we would just be like, oh, well, you must have all A's and B's. And I knew that bought me enough time to pick them up by the time the
okay.
report cards came out.
Yeah.
But the report cards he knew was coming.
Yeah.
And then I stupid. I never understood how my friends got away with that. Like, well, I don't show my mom. How does she not know
Some parents really
a
don't
report
ask.
card is coming?
Yeah.
It's coming every year. Like, how do you
They
not
don't
know
even
that?
check.
I was always amazed.
Some
how people
parents
got away
just
with that.
don't even care. They be
Yeah.
like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
everybody.
How do you, because I used to ask like kids that had horrible grades,
Yeah.
like, how are you not skinned alive?
Yeah.
Like, my parents don't even be checking. I'm like, must be nice. My
I
mom
don't
be
know.
like, she wasn't on top of me, but like, you know, she'd be like, what's going on in the
Yeah.
grades? And I was like,
They
I
check
pull
in.
out my little
you know what I mean?
shaky progress report.
The notes.
Man, just be like,
Oh, that was the worst.
Just a
When they was
little
like, I've been sending. I sent home 3. You'd be like, when they had a parent teacher conference.
man,
I sent home 3 things. What happened to them? Oh, I
no,
messed up.
you know,
I don't know.
it's crazy. Like, mail be tripping, huh?
Yeah, my dad be like, no. That's the thing. You couldn't lie.
Right.
He worked there. And he knew everybody. Everybody knew him. So it was like, to this day, like if I go back home, like all people be like, man, tell your dad I said hi. Man.
Yeah.
Because he did the mail carrying and he was, like he coached a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So everybody knew him.
He
Like
was
I
in the
had to
community.
share my dad. Yeah.
Pops was in the
So
community.
people be like, man, your dad was always like, he'd be the guy. Like if the kid was shooting, he'd just go out there and pass the ball with him. He was like everybody's dad.
Okay.
And they'd be like, oh man, tell your dad I said hi.
Did you think you picked that up from him? Is that something you think you would be into?
I like-
if you had
I
like a
like-
better community.
I be with like when I go even to my when I take my son to class, I'm like the only dad sometimes.
Yeah.
So I be lifting all the kids up like,
Mhm.
yeah, I guess so. I guess
man.
I like it.
That could be I mean, that's part of the generational thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the thing with my dad, he used to be a cop. He used to work at the University of Chicago, and I never talked to him about his job until I went out there last year, and that's the first time I like talked to him about. He was talking to me about work, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, this is the first time." You know, had he had talked to me more about it growing up, I might have went into law enforcement
Yeah.
or something. Because you know, I think every boy thinks
Yeah.
about, I think I want to be a cop. Real, it might be brief, it might be long term, but you think about it.
Mine was always sports.
Okay.
Always sports. And maybe that's why I didn't care what my parents did, because I was like, well, I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
I'm doing sports or entertainment. Like I always
You
said
had a
that.
passion.
Yeah. So,
Entertainment early?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm either gonna do sports or I'm gonna be famous. I didn't know what for though.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm gonna be
Gonna be
famous, doing
I'm
something.
gonna fill out the application for fame. Hopefully they like my resume.
Yeah, that's what it was. So I guess that's why I didn't care what they did, because I'd be like, I'm not like I was like, I'm gonna be rich. Y'all ain't gonna have to work. Like that was always.
Yeah.
So and that's still what it is. I can't wait till I get the call where I can call them and be like, you can quit right now.
I fantasize
I can't
about
wait.
that.
I've
on
had
a
that
daily
fantasy
basis.
so much.
On a daily
When
basis.
I call, my mom's in full shift. And
Hey
I'm like,
ma, put
hey,
in your
just
2 weeks
leave.
notice.
Not even a 2 weeks, just leave.
Your house is paid off.
Yeah,
Every time.
I can't wait.
Every time, man. I think about that all the time. It's like, yes. Because when I was a kid, you know, I always wanted to act. And I was like, because I love movies. I was like, man, I want to be in movies one day. You know, you just think about it. But it just seems so far away and far-fetched. Growing up in the south side of Chicago, Hollywood just didn't seem realistic. It was just like, man, ain't no acting out here. Little did I know there's a lot of theater out there. They filming mad stuff out there. And then, you know, I would grow up seeing movies like, yo, that's downtown. And like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It was mad Chicago. Blues Brothers. I was like, yo, that's the. And then, but it still seemed like, all right, you know, can I actually do that? And then you get into a rut where it's just like, what do I want to do, man? I guess psychology. Because my mom's jobs never seemed like she was really passionate about them, so there wasn't that. And now I look at my sons now and like, you know, I'm passionate about stand-up. And I'm sure they see it now because it's so much a part of my life that, you know, I'm talking about material when I'm off stage, like, you know, or telling the story or whatever. So it's ingrained. So now, you know, I think Serene is kind of coming over
Serene
to like, yeah, I kind of want to act.
I think he is.
You know?
I think he is.
So I see his eyes glistening, and, you know, I would love it if, like, Sincere would do, like, stuff behind the scenes. Because he has a knack for it, even though he's not driven. He's like video games. But, like, when I ask him to record something, the camera work be top notch.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you get it. And he's like, yeah, but, you know.
Yeah, that ain't.
You never know. But
yeah.
it's all in when it comes to them, though. Like, because people ask me that all the time. Would you mind if your sons did, like, stand-up or acting like you? I'm like, I just want them to love what they do.
Yeah, I don't care what they do. I say that all the time on stage. I don't care what they do. Just be dope at it and be passionate about it. I don't care. But I would love for them to follow me just on the, like, if I'm good, to help them. You know? Like, so if like by the time they get, you know, 18 or whatever, 20, and I'm established as hell.
Yeah.
Like when I look at, like, I was just on set with Damon and watching them work together. I was like, man, that's dope.
Yeah.
Or like how Ice Cube got his son to play him. Right. Like, that's dope to me.
That's super dope.
Denzel and his son, I know they're going to do a project. I know Denzel and his son is probably going to be the project. So any of that, even when I watch athletes, when I see the father and son, if LeBron could play 1 year with Bronny Jr., that would be amazing to me.
I love it.
That'd be amazing. So on that tip, I would like it, but do whatever you want.
Right.
But I just think it's cool, like, to see family, you know,
I love that.
And make it easier. Your whole job as a parent is to make it easier on your kids.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know why people get mad at that. Like, they only got in because his daddy. That's what he's supposed to do.
That's what he's
like,
supposed
what
to.
Are you talking
they're supposed
about?
to have it easier than the generation before.
Like, why? I don't understand people get mad at that.
Right.
Like, that's what they're supposed to do.
Because they be mad because it didn't happen for them. Like, I had to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Well,
and people take so much pride in doing that. Like, I had to work. Why? If the easier, the better.
Right.
Like, I know there's teaching lessons within the
you
struggle.
learn a lot from doing all the work yourself.
The struggle, but the
don't
whole
be mad
point,
at them for the, you know, for the door crack. Because once you get in, you still got to prove yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you got the pressure. If your mom or dad is amazing at what they do, that's pressure. Yeah, you don't think Jay-Z and Beyonce kids gonna be under pressure?
Oh, the pressure's
that's
gonna be
pressure.
Real. It's mad pressure.
Bronny Jr., that's pressure. That's so. At the same time, it might be easier, but that's pressure because everybody's like, you better be as good, as your parents. Because
you're always gonna be compared.
Always.
And that's the benefit of me. Like, you know, I'm not compared to nobody because I'm the first one to do it.
Yeah,
so
it's
easy for me.
Like in basketball, I'd have been compared.
Yeah.
My cousin was like all LA. Like every time I go somewhere in LA, they're like, are you related to Dwayne Bowie? Apparently, he was like the baddest. Like coming out of Million Arts, LA, he was all American, like all this stuff. So basketball wise, I'd have been compared to them. You know, but I don't do that no more. Right. So now it's just me.
Pressure's off.
Yeah.
Now you're the first one to step in the.
Yeah. All I got to do is one little small thing.
One album, man.
You was the Hey You guy.
Yeah, put an album out, man. Let me tell you something. A comedy album.
That's all I need.
Can you do that? So the pressure is off, man. Like, and that's cool, man. Like I feel like I work well under pressure, but I don't prefer it. That's for damn sure. Like I get the pressure off me, man.
So Serene was like, you know, I want to get on stage.
I'd be like, man, do it, man. And you know, like when you ask me for advice, I'm harsh. Like a lot of people tell you that I'm harsh. I don't want to hit Tony's mouth because I be passionate about people. Like when people come to me for anything, I'll be like, yo, you got to do this, that, the thing. Man, you too rough. And I'm like, that's the only way I know how. You know what I mean? If I'm passionate about it, I'll be soft if I know, like, you know, my grades was bad. I'll be like, well, you gotta do this. I can't come in hot and then you're like, well, you failed 7th grade. Well, true that. But like, but for him, like, I would just tell him, like, yo, you gotta be consistent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do this. You gotta do that.
Hit the mics. You
gotta hit them, man. Gotta always be out there. If your face ain't out there, people forget about you.
Yeah.
It's that and the third. But I would love it because I can actually give guidance. Yeah. You know, that's what I want as a parent, like, you know, to feel useful to the boys. Like, can I give you good guidance? Because I couldn't do it academically. Yeah. So if I could do it with this, I would love it. I was like, yo, I'm back in the mix. It's like they pulled me back in the game. I'm back in the game, coach. Yes, I would love that. Yeah, because if they go in the medical profession, I got nothing. I'm a patient. I was like, so I'll be in there sitting there with no shirt on. I'll be laughing at my body, you know. But
the guidance. That's all dads be wanting to do.
Just
want to feel useful.
I'm sure Ice Cube feels great when his son hits him up like, so Dad, when I say this line, what do you think I should You know, because he working.
Yeah, or help me write this project.
Yeah.
He'd be like, no problem.
Yeah, man. I'd be like, man, Dad's feeling on top of the world then.
Oh, yeah, feeling useful as a dad is dopest.
That's what we want, man.
That's all we want.
You know
We're not going to get no recognition from the world.
Nah.
But to feel useful to the kids, I'd be like, when
all
they
we
ask me to
want.
fix something or something, I'd be like, just rip my shirt open for no reason.
Could you
Like,
put your shirt on there?
I just need you to put the head back on my
Snowing
toy.
outside,
I
man.
needed to be shirt off for this.
Trust me on this one.
Get my tools. Put the head on it. Get my tools.
But yeah, man, we just want to be useful out here, man. But I would say, in my case, on the generational thing, like I would just say, if my parents, for one, if my dad talked about his job more, that might have piqued a little more interest on that end. And if my mom was more passionate about the job she had, that might have did something too. But I just saw in her like, I'm like, she just working just to
make ends meet,
make money.
Yeah.
There was no real passion behind it. And then, like, when you go to work with your parents and you see what they do, you see them being passionate about it, you taking that in as a kid. You just like, oh, man, okay. And then you may start to get into it, like, just from being around the energy.
Yeah, because I went into my dad's job a few times, and I was like...
Yeah, and then it's not for you. And then you knew then, like... Nah.
And I went to my mom's job, and that was so boring.
Yeah.
Like, it was boring. I was like, nah.
I'm so picky with jobs, too, man.
I hated having jobs.
I missed I quit. If I'm not feeling it, I'm out of there.
I tried to get fired from like every job. They would not fire me.
Nah. Usually when you it's funny, like when you want to get fired, you just be like reckless. It seems like they like you more.
Yeah.
Like, hey, he just doesn't care, man. I like that. But no, I really don't care though. Yes. That's what we want. You're not a kiss ass.
Yeah, they don't. I used to try to get fired, and they'd be like, "Well, no."
I'd be out. I remember the first job I ever had stocking groceries, man. The dude kind of went off on me. I quit that night. I was like, you know what? I don't have to take this. Left. I was a teenager. Like, I don't have to take this. Left. And then after that, I worked at McDonald's. And I was like, hey, man, can y'all put me on the counter in the front? Can I take orders at the register? Nah, we need you back here for breakfast. I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. Out. Yeah, I worked at Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen was cool. I worked there for 2 years.
I was about to say, that's the one I always hear you mention, Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I was there for a long time, working the drive-through window. I was a celebrity. You feel me?
You
like,
were.
Yo, too.
When you a teenager working fast food, you are
man,
a
people be
celeb.
pulling up. You still work at Dairy Queen?
Like, hey, can you hook us up with it? You be like, oh, you be feeling powerful.
Man,
Let me see what I can do.
See what I can cook up, man. I can throw you some extra fries in there. That's about it.
They try to slip you some money. I used to hook people up. I used to give people I didn't know, though. I used to just enjoy hooking people up.
Yeah.
One, when you work fast food, you know how much they waste.
Right.
Two, I was just like, I didn't care.
Yep.
So there'd be people like, I worked a late night shift at In-N-Out, and like on the late night, you only could work there if you was over 18. So it was only like two of us. So we always had to work weekends in the late night.
Mm-hmm.
And people would come through, and on the late night, you coming through, you high or drunk or something,
Right.
people. So they'd be like, man, can you just, I could tell, I knew what it was. I was like, hold on. I would give them, because you got to clean the shake machine every night.
Yeah.
I would just make shakes, like a bunch of shakes, and just give them away.
Oh, man.
For nothing. And then I would fill up like a full bag of fried, like a bag.
Yeah.
Dump fried. Like, just take the bag. They'd be like, oh, thank you, man. I'd be like, don't worry about it, man. I got you.
You be feeling great, too.
I used to hook stuff up, especially them shakes. I give away shakes like it was nothing, because you dump that whole machine.
They gonna waste it, man.
They gonna waste it.
Someone
like,
waste
these
it.
people.
They would rather waste food than.
Well, they can't because of legal reasons. That's why
Yeah.
they don't give it away. But I was like, I ain't gonna get sued.
Trash.
So yeah,
Trash.
stay giving stuff away.
Man, those hookups felt good though. You be like, yeah, I got you, man. You close that window, you be sitting there with a little residual smile after. You just be like,
that's why I used to get mad, and still to this day get mad if I go somewhere. I'm like, throw extras, and I can't. Yeah, you can.
yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Especially at Chipotle, man, when I be like, throw a little bit of rice on. I hate it when they skip it with the rice.
Just do it.
With the rice?
And it's not your stuff.
Come on, man.
It's not yours. They taking money out of your check, man. Throw the rice on
Give
it.
me a scoop, man.
That's ridiculous.
It's rice, dog. I'm not even asking for the meats.
Rice at your house costs nothing. So you know they
Come
buying
on.
it by the bulk. It's nothing.
Give me that extra scoop, man.
Stupid.
I'll be pissed.
I hate uppity workers. I hate uppity work. I'm like, this is not that serious.
It's going to be an extra charge for the scoop.
The manager
Ain't no manager over
The
here.
manager's not even here during
I
this
just saw
shift.
the manager leave.
He left. He don't eat here.
Give me that scoop, man.
So I want to
Give
punch
me
him in the face.
the goddamn spoon. I reach across.
Do it yourself.
Because it's rice.
And it's ridiculous because they don't. And when you've done it, you know they don't have to do that.
Man.
They don't. They're just being snobby.
Yep.
And it's for no reason. This ain't yours. You tight ass. Well,
Especially
this is my
me.
job. The handbook, code 314 says.
Especially with me, because I ain't got many options.
Yeah.
Give me the rice. I can't get the meats. I'm not asking for the guacamole. I get it. Guacamole is expensive. But the rice? Come on,
stupid.
Man. Sorry, y'all. I get passionate.
Yeah. You said I was getting mad because I thought about all them fries. Like, potato don't cost nothing.
Right.
You give all them fries away.
Inventory. When inventory come around, though, like
no, because the only thing they really inventoried was like the meat.
Oh, they
you know what I mean? Like you the hamburgers, they had a bucket. If you got an order wrong, they throw it in there because they had to count. You know how much they was wasting for whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes like they make a burger and they be like, I put the wrong stuff on it, but there was nothing wrong with it. And one of us would just take it and go eat it.
Oh,
like,
hell
it's
yeah.
like why? I hate wasting food.
Oh, I can't stand it. It breaks my heart.
So
Wasted food breaks my heart.
This morning, it was a bug had like crawled to the top of Cotty's like oatmeal. It didn't go in, but it was like at the top. And she threw the whole oatmeal out. I was like, I would have ate it.
I would have definitely.
Ate.
What you mean by crawl to the top?
It like crawled to the top of the bowl from the outside, but it didn't go in the food.
Oh, it just
touched the bowl. But she was like, I can't eat it now. I was like,
what kind of bug was it?
I don't know. First of all, I don't know what she really be seeing. So I don't.
Because it depends on the bug.
Yeah.
If it's a fly, I'd be like. But if it's like a ladybug or some kind of extra, like, you know what I'm saying, I'd be like, I could deal with this. Anyway, we're gonna go to questions, y'all.
Yeah.
We done went off on the tangent.
Well, how we ended up there.
Man. Ashley Trent. Shout out to Ashley Trent for even paying attention to daddy issues. Asks, are you the type of parents to have your kids back no matter what the circumstances? For instance, a child recently damaged an expensive piece of art and the parents would not acknowledge their fault of the child's fault in the situation.
I saw that article. It made me mad at the parents.
Yeah.
Because it's different. I understand having your kids back in public and like maybe whooping them at home or whatever just to show it. But they, like, from the article I read, they basically was like, they wasn't watching their kid. Kid tore some stuff up, and they just didn't care.
Oh, man, yeah.
And I was like, no. Like, no, I'm not having, I'm apologizing. I'm like, what do you want me to pay? You know, I guess the parents showed no remorse.
Oh, yeah.
And then the kid, they didn't like, they were just like, so he knocked it over. Yeah. It's like, no.
That's unacceptable.
That's
man.
ridiculous.
And you setting a bad example for your child if you just.
Yeah, they're not gonna have accountability for anything.
Yeah, like nah, it's whatever, man. You know, I get this from my parents. Like nah, man, you gotta. If it's totally their fault, you gotta let them feel it. You gotta make them apologize. You know what I'm saying? My son is gonna, pay you.
Yeah,
back
we're gonna make this right.
Stuff. Yeah, we're gonna make it right. As a team, you can be a team. You're having your kids back by being a team. Like they messed up. You're like, all right. Hold them accountable. We apologize. This, that, and the third.
How do we fix this?
Right.
And you can do whatever you want at the house. Like at the house, you catching it.
Yeah. Oh,
but
in we
public,
get home?
Yeah, I'm not gonna embarrass you. I'm trying to be on your side and be a united front. But at the house, it's a wrap for you.
Yeah.
You did some stupid stuff. It's a wrap.
It's a learning moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, those parents that their child can do no wrong.
Yeah,
it's delusional.
I can't stand them.
It's delusional.
Now I'm also not one of them. The adults always right people either.
Nah,
like people be doing that. Like you listen to some of these adults is foul.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hear my kid out. Well, what happened?
It's a case by case.
Yeah, it's case by case. But as far as no accountability, nah, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, you're not always right.
I'm not feeling that.
That's whack.
I am not with it. So there's your answer, Ashley. We're not having it. It's a case by case.
Question 2 is Anthony James asks.
2 first names.
Oh yeah, double. I don't know. You might be shifty, Anthony.
Freddie Steve.
Yeah. At what age do you go from disciplining with the belt to catching these hands?
Oh snap! I mean, for me, I've always been hand. Like I've never really wanted to incorporate a weapon in the discipline area. Like let me get a switch. I've always just been a hand, just like a one hitter quitter though, just like a quick neck chop, mouth pop, whatever. But so for me, there was never no belt strap. It was just like the quick hand.
What about your upbringing? Did you get
upbringing? Like my dad used the belt. I think the last whooping I got. Was when. Actually, the last whooping, I avoided the belt, but I almost got it. It was when me and my step cousins was cutting up at church, and my dad was like, "Y'all getting the whooping when y'all get home." And then when we got home, he was like, what's the punishment you think y'all should get? And I was like, no TV the rest of the day. That's what you got. And I go upstairs. And I was like, crap. And so I avoided the belt that night. But that would have been my last belt experience had I. And then my cousins had to whoop each other, which was easy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I would have took that. We would have went easy on one another. But
I've never heard of that. That's different.
Yeah, so I was like, because I heard him. I was already upstairs, but I could hear what was going on in the basement. I was like, man, I should have. Because that TV, that no TV was devastating.
You know why he did that, though? He did it to see. Because my dad used to do that. My dad used to be like, yo, he would give us 3 hours. No outside, no TV, or a whooping.
Yeah.
And I would take the whooping. And my brother would be slick and be like, oh, I just want to go outside,
Yeah.
And I remember I took the whooping. I was like, I'll just take the whooping. I had my chin up like Trey and Boys to the Hood. I was like, I'll just take the whooping.
Mm-hmm.
And we went in the room and he was like, that's all he did. He was like, just because you manned up,
right,
took it, you good. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to come out sweating like you really tore me up.
And I walked, no, I didn't. I bragged to my brother. I walked in the room. He was like, how was it? I was like, all he did was tell my brother was like, what? And the cold part is, so I went outside and played immediately. My brother couldn't go outside. My brother got a whooping the next day. So he still got a whooping for doing something else and still couldn't do TV or outside. I was like, you should just took the whooping the first time.
You see, hindsight is 20/20 though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure you was shook until he came in
I was
there
terrified. And he was like, I could tell by his face, though, after the fact. Like, when I think back, he was like, he respected it.
I respect it.
Because I was like 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just take it.
I'm trying to remember the age I was that day, man. And that was like the last time. Because I used to get whoopings at my dad's house all the time. Not all the time, but it was like I was more reckless at his house than with my mom.
Yeah.
And so I remember one time my brother set me up and was like, yo, Tony, we supposed to be asleep. Tony, turn the radio on so we can listen to Dr. Demento. Dr. Demento was like a little sketch comedy thing for radio. And I was like, all right. And I went up there, cut it on, and they had preset the volume mad high.
Hilarious.
So when I cut it on, it was like, I was like, and when you panicking, none of the buttons worked. I couldn't get it off. I was turning the knobs. My dad came in there mad quick, and he hit me with that belt like, whop. I was like, yeah. They was dying. I was so heated. I was like, I hate you, Scott.
I don't know. I don't know what the age is, because I remember my mom only whooped me twice that I can even remember. And the last one I was little. My dad stopped using a belt on us when we got middle school, maybe, like 7. When we got bigger, there was no more. You're just like, nah, bro.
Right. You
just catch these hands.
And then to answer your question, Anthony, like, I guess it's a case by case basis again. Like, some kids may push you to use the hands.
Yeah, earlier then.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on their size, because I'm looking at me. My dad was so much bigger than us.
Yeah.
But I remember the last time I actually got physically touched, I was 14. But it was hands. But we had already been getting hands from it. Was no belts for a while. Yeah. But I was 14 was the last time I got physically hit me in the side of my head.
Yeah.
I just remember, like, I heard that.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, and I was like.
Yeah, man.
That was the last time I physically got touched, I believe.
Yeah. I think I remember getting hit upside the head for one thing. It was just like a one-hitter, like,
yeah.
I was like, all right.
But it used to be punched to the chest. That's when the hand started. Like, I remember, I don't know how old I was, but it wasn't like, we getting a whooping?
Yeah.
Nah, boom. And I just remember, I felt like my heart was in my back. I was like, oh my God. That hurt so much. So it was chest hits for a minute.
I got the open hand. And then I never punched the Baker boys. I never gave them the fist.
Yeah, I got the fist.
The fist of doom. But they never really took me there. So, so fortunately I never had to take it to the hands like that. But if I did, then they at an age now where they can get these hands.
Oh, now you have to fight them for real.
Yeah, just
Terrain bigger than you.
Big, man. So I gotta give him the hand.
Yeah, and he's in shape.
Mm-hmm.
You might not get tired fast enough.
I'll be like, my stamina might just be trash. I'll be like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess whenever they can take it or they push you there, I guess.
Right.
When they little, you just.
Case by case, man. I've always been hands-on, though. I beat my kids with my bare hands, Anthony James.
I can't see myself going to get a belt. That just doesn't seem.
Nah, it's just too. Go get the switch.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing all that.
Nah, man. In the moment.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll end it there, man. Thank y'all, as usual, for tuning in to Daddy Issues. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can hear this on any platform you get your podcast from, whether it be iTunes or any other joint.
People have been telling me it's been tripping on GooglePlay.
It's been tripping on GooglePlay?
That's what they told me.
That's word on the street.
Yeah, that's what they hit on the gram.
Oh yeah, people be fumbling though, man.
Yeah,
people be like, when I be promoting my comedy special, it's not here. It's in the movie section. Oh, okay. A lot of people just don't know what they doing, but I don't know. It might be tripping. It may not. Yeah. But we'll look into it.
Yeah, I haven't tried on GooglePlay. I've only tried on the iTunes and then on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we doing. Are we dropping the full episode on YouTube? Oh, okay. So we don't have to do the. We don't have to say the. If you want to leave a question, all that.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Don't have any way to ask on the iTunes.
Beautiful. Okay. If you guys have any questions for us, ask us on the YouTube page, and we'll get to them on future episodes. And yeah, ask us anything too.
Yeah, it might take an episode or two, but we get to it.
Yeah, we out here, man. We appreciate y'all chiming in, man. And as usual, man, it's Tony Baker at Tony Baker Comedy on social media.
Keon Poley at Keon Poley on everything.
And we'll see you guys next time.
All right, guys.